Hello, my name is Troy Beans with 78freethrows.com. Today is Valentine's Day. Today, Cupid comes out with that arrow, he shoots us in the heart. And we're in love, right? Okay, maybe it's not quite that easy. Yeah, I am a relationship coach, and I love to be in love. I love to love. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Today is beautiful. Today can be beautiful. How to give and receive love on today, this Valentine's Day. For those of you who are married, some of you may have been married for a long time. You know, it's like, it's another Valentine's Day. Well, don't look at it that way. There's some things that you can do to make today an amazing day. Yeah, it's, when we think about all the stuff, we can bring flowers and candy and do a lot of things. And to be quite honest with you, this can be a good thing, but they don't make up for past behavior. You can't talk yourself out of something you've behaved yourself into. So all of us have done our fair share, I'm sure. So how do we make today good? Let's make today amazing. For example, for your wife, for you guys, there's 5 love languages. Do you know what your wife's love language is? Well, you probably have an idea, even if you don't really know the concept. But today, go out of your way to show her honor, to show her love. And you may think, okay, now how do I do that? Well, let's start off with the first love language, words of affirmation, especially for those who have wives who, that is their love language, is words of affirmation. And, she may just light up when you tell her how much you like her shoes or her dress, or you tell her how beautiful she is. You'll find 3, 4, 5 things that she loves to hear about. Don't tell her once, don't tell her twice. Tell her 10, 15, 20 times. I know that sounds crazy, but if you have 5 things, and you tell her 20 times each time, you gave her 100 words of affirmation. And I guarantee you, if you do it with honor, and you do it with love, it won't be too much. She will love you for it. For those of you who have wives who loves gifts of service, go out of your way for her today. Let her know you're planning on time with her today. Don't assume she knows. Let her know, yes, I'm going to serve you today. Plan the date. Open her car door, not once, not twice, but every single time she gets in or out of that car. Make sure you're the one opening that door. Serve her. Do the dishes. Help out around the house. Put the kids to bed. Hire the sitter. For you young fathers, change a diaper. You're like, no, yeah. Gifts of service. It's powerful. Some of you have wives who love gifts. It's a big deal, so this is a great day. You can give her flowers, candy, jewelry. But on the other hand, make sure if she's specifically giving you things she would like. For example, with my wife, if I brought candy home, she'd wonder what was wrong with me. She doesn't like chocolate. She just doesn't. It's something she cares for. That would not be a gift that she would enjoy. So go out of your way to give her gifts, but even more importantly, make sure you give her the gift of you. Which takes us to the next love language, which is quality time. I think so often we think of quality time, we think it has to be all day. And now, the wife would probably take all day. She'd probably really enjoy that if quality time's important to her. But first and foremost with quality time, be on time. If you think you can be home, let's say at 5:30, text her, call her up and say, I'm going to be home at 5:45. And then go out of your way to be there at 5:30. Be early. Now, she probably won't be ready, and that's okay. Go hang out with her. Talk to her. Give her yourself quality time. When you get to the restaurant or wherever you're going, pay attention to her. Put your phone down. Turn off the TV. Don't watch the TV. And for sure, don't be paying attention to the young lady walking past you. Make sure she feels like she is the only woman in that room. And the final love language, physical touch. There's a huge difference between loving physical touch and sexual touch. Now, there's clearly a place for sexual touch in its time and place. Do not confuse the two. For example, hold her hand. Wherever you're going, search for her hand, hold her hand. Hold her hand in the car. Hold her hand where you're walking. Grab her arm, help her up the stairs. I don't care what kind of fitness person she is. Touch her, kiss her, touch her face, touch her head, rub the back of her neck, play with her hair. When it's appropriate, rub her head, give her physical touch. At the end of the night, rub her feet, and if you really want to be adventurous, get some massage oil and give her a full body massage. I guarantee you she will love it. So for you women, what could you do for your husband? We could go through the whole 5 love languages again. But what you can do for your husband is you can give him your admiration. You can give him respect. And today, maybe most importantly, is to give him grace. Stop and think about all the things that you admire about your husband. And even if you've got to go back to, when we first got together, what do you admire about him? Let him know. Let him know you admire that about him. Thank him for what he does, for his hard work, his efforts. If he's gone out of his way for Valentine's Day, thank him. Really thank him for what he's been doing for you. If he gives you a gift, really, really like the gift. Especially if he's given you something that you've asked for, that you want. Let him know, wow, this is special. This is good. Today, I really like this. And if he gave you something completely crazy or weird or something you don't like, give him grace. Give him grace. The guys who quality time is their thing, give him your undivided attention. You've got to let the kids go today. Let the sitter handle them. Mom and dad handle them, whatever it is. But you've got to let the kids go. Be 100% present with him. If his love language is physical touch, then touch him. Really touch him. Sit in close next to him. Don't be afraid to snuggle with him. Let him hold your hand. Touch him on his face. Kiss him. Really kiss him. Touch his head. Touch his hair. Play with his head. When it's appropriate, touch him everywhere. As much as you possibly can. Be as vulnerable as you can be with physical touch with him. And he will love you and admire you and thank you more than you will ever know. Today, this Valentine's Day, make it about honor, love, and respect. Make it the most amazing Valentine's Day you've ever had. But let's take it a step further. How about next year? What can we do to make next year way better than today? Well, to do that, all the things I've talked about doing today, the 5 love languages and all the things that you can do for your spouse, do them tomorrow. Do them on Friday. Do them on Saturday. Do them on Sunday. Now, I know you may not have time to do every single thing that you do today, but go out of your way to do these things on a daily basis, not sometimes. I mean, if you really like it when somebody tells you they love you, it doesn't work for them to say it once a month, once a week. You want to hear it more often than that. So whatever their love language is, give it to them every single day. And as you know, to be honest with you, we're not all going to do that. And there's really two reasons why. There's two reasons why this won't become a habit for you. I hate to be negative, but the first one is you're selfish. We all are. I mean, talking to the choir here. But if you don't want to do this every day, then you're really not doing this today for them. You're probably doing it so that hopefully maybe you get something in return. And really, it's about you and what you get. And what happens to people who are selfish, and they stay selfish, they continue to be more selfish, their life starts to close in. And they, people aren't acting the way I need them to act. They're not taking care of me the way I want. And life closes in and it gets tighter and tighter and more constricted. And it's not enjoyable. And I'm not happy because the world isn't taking care of me. When you turn that around and you start putting selfishness aside and you start really caring for the people around you, especially your spouse, your life will start to open up. You'll start to see joy you didn't know existed. You'll start to have happiness you didn't know existed. So put your selfishness down today, tomorrow, and every day after this to make next year an amazing Valentine's Day. The second reason why this isn't going to happen, not going to become a habit for you, is because you get offended a lot. You'll do it today, and maybe you'll do it Thursday and Friday, but somewhere Saturday morning, your spouse offends you. I don't know, they completely forget to do something they said they were going to do, or they let you down. I mean, they just really did. They really let you down. And you're upset. You're angry. And you feel justified to be angry and upset. So, no, I'm not going to go out of my way to do all these loving, kind things for my spouse because I'm offended. Well, if you choose to be offended, then you basically are choosing not to honor, not to love, not to respect. And it takes a really, really mature person who will give that back to you, even though you're not giving it to them. So, yeah, they're going to fail you, and they're going to give you reasons to be offended. And you can decide, I'm either going to be offended or I'm going to take the high road. I'm going to give them grace. I'm going to believe in them. I'm going to quit coming up with all the reasons why they failed me. Believe in them, honor them, love them, and give them grace. You have a fabulous Valentine's Day. I hope today is the start of a life that continues to grow in love, in joy, in honor, respect. I hope you start reaching levels in your marriage you didn't know existed. I hope your intimacy today is amazing, and I hope by next year that your intimacy literally rocks the foundations of your soul. You have a fabulous day, and remember, love is the most powerful force in the world, and let God create a miracle in you today.